done at Enhance. I want to look like a completely different...
Okay, sounds good.
Captain, it is pleasant to see you.
Lifting off right away, or do you need a little bit of time? Here, I have something for you. Oh, you're incorrigible. I picked it up on one of our latest planetary expeditions. I'm more than just an extra gun, you know. I'm just pleased I get to utilize some of my old field collecting skills. It's been a while. Check back with me from time to time after we return from our planetary jaunts. If I pick anything up, it's all yours. orbital pattern locked in. Well, you didn't put us into a planet, so we must
Welcome to the
be in the
Freestar
right place.
Collective. Please maintain your current course while we scan your ship. Alright, you're good. Welcome to Neon.
Grab drive
Greetings,
spinning.
pilot. This is
Systems
Jiro
clear.
Sugiyama, head of Paradiso Security. I apologize for coming over this emergency channel, but we are in need of assistance concerning... the large ship in orbit, and we value discretion in this matter. If you are willing and able, please see me as soon as possible at the main security office in Paradiso. Over now.
Navigational feedback checks out. We're
This
in the right
is
place.
UC Security. Prepare. Rescan for contraband. Scan complete. You are cleared to land at New Atlantis. Enjoy your visit to Jim.
Grav jump complete. Docking cycle complete.
Commander Ikande runs a tight ship, so I suggest we be on our best behavior.
I believe this is a process known as smalt. My programming dictates that I must answer any question. Constellation has seen to it that I possess a near-encyclopedic knowledge of human history, art, culture, and science. I have been programmed to comprehend all modern and ancient human languages. The only exception is body language. My body is crafted from reinforced metal, and therefore incompatible with such forms of expression. Logically, I believe the correct answer to be the airplane, followed shortly by the computer. Humans could not have become a spacefaring species without them. Illogically speaking, I am inclined to believe that books were your greatest invention. I have spent a good deal of time processing works of science fiction. They make good case studies in how your species could have made a mess of its entry into the stars in different ways than you did in reality. I am looking at one. I hope that was a suitable response. Constellation did not equip me with a sense of humor. I have done my best to mimic Barrett's. This is a difficult question to parse. I do not experience enjoyment. However, I find that the music of ancient Japan has a pleasantly mathematical sound. The same is true of the works of European composers from the Baroque period. I have dedicated significant time to processing these compositions and understanding their structure. You are an exception. Constellation recovered me from an abandoned lunar. I am told I was in quite a state of disrepair. Barrett, since then, I have been Constellation is an exceptionally driven and intelligent group. I will answer your questions truthfully, unlike you. That is a difficult question to parse. I do not however, I have been kept busy since Constellation acquired me. That in a geographical sense, the lodge cannot be missed. It is easily accessible from the New Atlantis spaceport. But I presume that you are using miss in this context to mean Barrett, however, regularly complains about missing the lodge's amenities during our travels. Your vital signs indicate that you are currently in a state of there. Based on our previous Lunar Robotics is a manufacturing company. Their headquarters was once located on Earth's moon. Today, It is impossible to read Barrett. He is neither. If you are asking for a summary of my observations on his behavior, based on my understanding of Barrett, I find you to be a more measured and logical captain. My likelihood of expiration due to corporeal destruction has been significantly reduced since. Please do not hesitate.
Back in basic training, I had the record. Sys-Def Marines are the best of the best.
Word is the fleet has you chasing ghosts on pseudo.
Yo, back. So how did it go? Frankly, it's because we've never gotten this far before. The last agent I sent to infiltrate the Crimson Fleet ended up in a morgue on New Atlantis. Even with our best intelligence equipment, we can monitor very little from the vigilance. We can pick up local communications chatter and use long-range scans to see where you travel. But when you're on the ground, you're on your own. If we get too close, we not only expose ourselves to attack, we might blow your cover. And that could
Criez
be
votre
everyone
couverture et
killed.
tout le monde pourrait en pâtir. Ou pâtir chez toi.
You stop now. Delgado will make it his life's work to hunt you.
Not to mention the fact that you could potentially jeopardize the intelligence operatives we have in the field.
Lieutenant Toft is correct. I'm sorry. That being said, I believe you should be proud of what you've accomplished. I was certain we'd fool Delgado, but never. She's a sharp one. Overcoming her scrutiny is no small matter. Did you discover anything worth reporting yet? If the intelligence I've read is accurate, Delgado is a charismatic leader, but a bit short. That's why you want to stay on his good
Je suis désolé, j'ai la
side
flemme
and
de
stay
lire.
away from Neva. She's shrewd, and she's sniffed out everything we've thrown her way. I understand your concern, but you can rest assured that every member of this crew has been thoroughly vetted by both myself and Lieutenant Toft. Any information that you turn over will not be leaving this ship until it's fully encrypted and encoded. I give you my word. Legacy. Why does that sound familiar? Wait a moment. Are you telling me Delgado may have actually located Crix's legacy?
Excuse me, Commander. Did you say Crix's legacy? Please tell me you aren't seriously going to give that any credence. Everyone knows that's just I don't know, a myth.
I'm holding tangible confirmation of the word legacy attached to Crix's name. That's too much of a coincidence to attribute to myth.
I suppose it's possible, sir. Intelligence picked up a bit of chatter on that subject recently. We assumed it was some sort of tall tale or a story to attract recruits to their cause. Well, let's find out if Delgado's chasing ghosts, or he's smarter than we suspect. Let me see what we have here. Nope. There are no records of a Gal Bank transport named the Legacy in the database. I think Delgado's... What do you think, sir?
I think there's no record because Galbank is hiding. Delgado's no fool. If he risked his own neck to get that information, then he must be on to... What's your next move? That one's simple. We monitored your ships heading down to this. In fact, When he returned to the key and you didn't immediately follow, well, we almost thought our operation was terminated. Can you imagine the amount of embarrassment Galbank would have to endure if they listed a lost transport in the ship registry? Doesn't matter if that ship went down 5 or 500 years ago. If news gets out that a bank has misplaced money, it would tank their value. Clever, Delgado. Very clever. If I were in your place, I'd be trying to do the exact same thing. We can't let Delgado get his hands on what could potentially turn out to be the largest haul of credits the Crimson Fleet's ever seen.
Maybe I should head out to New Atlantis, sir. I could press the Galbank execs for information. Get ahead of everything.
No. Let's allow this to run its course. We have our agent here feeding us information. I think there's more to this than just finding the location of the transport. Jasper Cricks was clever. For some reason, he never got there. Because the Crimson Fleet would be a totally different adversary, and Cricks wouldn't have disappeared yet, even if they hid the money with that damn human computer Shinya Voss. Our forensic accounting people would have found that data. No, the Crimson Fleet are in dire shape right now. They haven't seen that much currency, well, ever. And let Neva Mora take his place, or Shinya Voss, or any one of a number of pirates already gunning for his position. No. The solution is to stick to the undercover operation and determine how much of this is truly a credible threat. It's imperative that you do. If the Crimson Fleet gets its hands on a transport full of currency, it would be disastrous. I need you to do whatever you can to bring us more information. And for God, you're both dismissed.
Sometimes we'll take the long-range fighters out for grav jump and patrol high-traffic orbitals for the fleet.
My crew position.
Docking seal released. Nice jump. We're right on target. Lack of blood.
you require my assistance? Greetings, Captain. Conversational Goodbye. Hi. There is room in my... Good day, Captain.
About time you showed up. All right, I want to know what's going on. I've been trying to get Delgado's attention for, I don't know, 3 years now. And what do I get? Nothing but radio silence. Then out of nowhere, just when Neva and I are closing in on a huge score of our own, Delgado orders me to help you out. Yeah, I figured you'd say something like that. Just another one of Delgado's loyal little soldiers, huh? Fine, have it your way. So Neva's message said you were here for Dombrowski. Was that all she sent you here to do? Or was there something else you were sent here to steal? Don't play games with me. We both know pinging a message back and forth to the key is going to take longer than we have to do this job. We're supposed to be working together on every part of this. So, you gonna tell me what else you're here for or not? Okay. So why are you targeting a Gallbank exec anyway? Not exactly your average Crimson Fleet prey. Why the interest? Merchant vessels, transport, supply convoys, mining settlements, you get the picture. But taking on a megacorp, that's a really big deal. Something the Crimson Fleet stayed away from in the past. Sounds to me like Delgado's either getting desperate, or this is leading to an even bigger score down the road. Oh, I see. We're playing this game now. Fine, fine. Well, you might as well turn around and hop back aboard your ship because you're not getting near Dombrowski without my help.
Like him or not, he's the Siren's captain, so his assistance is going to be invaluable. Maybe we should hear what he has to say.
Well, well, it appears we have a mind reader here. You're absolutely right. I don't want money. I want back into the Crimson Fleet. It's as simple as that. That's a disturbing way to put it. But I suppose that's the best offer I'm gonna get, so I'll take it. Dombrowski's a full-timer aboard the Siren of the Stars. Probably spends more time cruising the space lanes than actually working. Fortunately, the Siren is hosting the Tehran Preservation Society charity gala. Larry won't be able to resist showing off his VIP clout. To get what you need, you're gonna have to attend the gala, talk to his fellow philanthropists, and dig up some dirt.
Oh god, I'd rather hunt down Varun's zealots than mingle with those egotistical frauds.
The event's a complete sham. Bunch of rich snobs getting together and throwing a party for themselves. These people couldn't give a damn about Terran preservation or any other charity for that matter. Someone with enough disposable income to afford a permanent six-figure cabin aboard one of Trident's finest space liners. Consider it similar to owning a luxury mobile vacation home. Plaything for the wealth. Yeah, well, lucky for you, it's not black tie, so you'll be fine. This card will allow you to access the Starview Ballroom. If you need my help, I'll be relaxing in one of the upper-level lounges. Head inside and mingle with the crowd. No one likes Dombrowski, so they'll be more than happy to share his dirty secrets. He's a VIP executive, which means he either worked really, really hard using blood, sweat, and tears to make the arduous climb to the top, or he backstabbed, lied, cheated, and betrayed his way up the corporate ladder. From what I've heard, well, you better learn quick. Oh, there's one last thing. Trident equips all of their starliners with the latest acoustic threat detection. Meaning that you lose patience and kill anyone aboard the ship, security will be alerted and all hell will break loose. Anyway, I suppose that's enough to get you started. Good luck. They claim their goal is to celebrate the soul of the Earth, the culture, the people, and the ideals of the past. In reality, this is what happens when folks with far too much time and far too... You seriously need to ask. Okay, I'll give you two reasons. First, Gold Bank protects their own. Kill Dombrowski, and they send Ecliptic after every Crimson Fleet ship they can find. Not something Delgado wants, I suspect. And second, you offer Gal Bank employee in every single Gal Bank facility in the settled systems will triple their security. I'm gonna guess that won't help with whatever your plans are regarding Gal Bank, now will it? What the hell? When I asked you earlier, you said you weren't here for anything else. Not only did you lie to me, but now you're telling me that she sent you? Yeah? And I suppose it's just a coincidence you happen to be asking me about the very thing Neva and I agreed to steal together. I can't believe she's trying to cut me out of this deal. Without me, the award never would have ended up here in the first place. I spent months manipulating the Terran Preservation Society to hosting their gala affair aboard the Siren of the Stars. I had to arrange the event to make sure that the award was aboard the ship. Neva said she'd do the rest. When I got a message about Dombrowski, I assumed she'd be tagging along to steal the award. But looks like she sent you in her place. She told you to hold that over my head, did she? Oh, that witch. Fine, I'll help. But you're doing all the legwork, and I'm still taking my cut of the payout. So tell me, what's the status of your plan? I once saw Neva strip down a UC security ship and sell the parts back to the UC through a shell company. If that doesn't put your concerns to rest, I don't know what will. Now tell me, what about the status of your plan? How can I help? Okay, then let me point you to the person in charge of the award. Her name's Sheila Holbrook, and you can probably find her in the Starview Ballroom. I'd press her to reveal where the award's hidden, and we can go from there. And if you're thinking of pulling the trigger on poor Miss Holbrook, remember that any gunfire is gonna set off the ship's alarms. As long as you remember that I'm getting paid my cut, I'll help you with anything you want. What's the status of your plan? Oh, and while you're at the gala, avoid the canapes. They're frozen, not fresh.
Captain Lokov said you're allowed in any of the crew-specific areas. Just don't touch anything, please.
I'm, pretty sure you weren't supposed to take that.
This is one I've tried.
Pas se faire remarquer, faut rien voler, faut que ça.
Ship's purser can assist you with any matters regarding the security of your items.
An open bar would have been nice, but tried some gouging us for every credit. So, what brings you aboard? It's a shame that the Earth ended in such a sorry state, but I'm glad the Society has the nerve to do something about it. This is going to be the 9th Earth Savior Award ceremony, but the first time it's ever been held aboard a Starliner. His behavior towards women is abominable. That man really ought to be ashamed of himself. Don't forget to donate to the cause.
I certainly
That view
hope they
is
decide to
absolutely
hold all
spectacular, isn't it?
future society.
It's critical that the Society keeps the memories of Earth alive in our hearts. I'm doing my part by attending this spectacular event. I heard it's fitted with 12 internally flawless 2-carat blue diamonds. Can you believe that? The considerable amounts of cash that Dombrowski donates is the only reason we allow him to attend Society functions. That's all then? Okay.
Hello. Are you a member of the Society?
Have you tried the canapes? Horrid. Positively horrid. When you join, they send you a small chunk of rock from the Earth itself. I keep mine on my desk. Benjamin Bayou of Neon won the award the first time it was presented, but he dropped out of the Society a couple of years back. Yes, he's some kind of top dog over at Galbank. I heard he replaced someone that was caught running a fake loan scam. Nice to have met you.
The Society Chair has really... Donations to the Society can be debited from my bank account on a monthly basis. I barely have to lift a finger to help. Sheila Holbrook is chair of the award committee this year. The way she dotes over that glorified trophy, you'd think it was her own child. Let's put it this way. He screwed over so many people. If he suddenly disappeared from the universe, I don't think anyone would miss him. Enjoy the rest of the event.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. Quite a lovely starliner. Is this about that feature SSNN ran a few years ago? I can assure you, this is a legitimate charity organization. I don't know why Larry's attending this event. He could care less about any planet, let alone the Earth. Well, that was boring.
Here for business or pleasure? The Society Chair has really outdone herself this time. The Society is such a worthy cause. What could be more important than the preservation of the Earth's spirit? Sheila Holbrook is chair of the award committee this year. The way she dotes over that glorified trophy, you'd think it was her own child. He's been spending a lot of time with Claudia Swist. Quality time, if you catch my meaning? I'm certain his wife doesn't know a thing about it. That's all then? Okay.
I'm sorry, but unless you're reporting a security situation, I need to get back to my meeting.
I certainly hope they decide to hold all future Society events aboard a Starliner.
Is this important? I don't have a lot of time for idle nonsense. Yes, I'm extremely busy preparing for the award ceremony, so this better be important. Yes, I am. Actually, I've been entrusted with the transfer of the award for the last 7 of its 9 years. Why do you ask? Yes, it's quite marvelous, isn't it? Absolutely priceless. Alas, I'm afraid you'll just have to wait for the ceremony to see it in all its glory. It's far too valuable to be left anywhere else except the master safe located at the purser's office. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have much more important things on my agenda than to speak to the likes of you.
Attends, il y a quoi que j'ai loupé là? Alors, découvrez comment accéder au coffre du chef de... Quoi? Je vais même pas avoir. Parler à Claudia Swist et tuer Larry Dombrowski.
In the event of a lockdown, remember to return to your cabin in a quiet, orderly...
all the worthy causes in the settled systems. Oh, you'd think people wouldn't waste money on these pretentious luxuries.
On behalf of Trident Luxury Lines, I'd like to welcome you aboard. Welcome to the Purser's office. I'm Chief Purser Murata. How can I be of assistance today? An excellent question. My responsibilities include all of the Siren's financial, customs, and commercial goods transfers. Honestly, I really enjoy the work. I get to meet people at every port of call instead of being constantly stuck below decks. Oh, absolutely! The safe is magnetically sealed and shielded with multiple layers of fully damage-resistant, vacuum-proof plating. In the unlikely event our vessel is boarded and the threat detection alarm is triggered, the safe will be permanently sealed until it reaches port. In the even more unlikely event this ship is destroyed, we can assure you that your loved ones will be able to recover your goods from the wreckage. So, as you can imagine, your property will be completely secure until you decide to retrieve them from our safe. I've only seen it briefly myself, but I can assure you that it's quite lovely. Unfortunately, the item is locked inside of our safe, which can only be accessed by presenting an appropriate claim ID. Is there anything else I can assist you with today? Well, if you change your mind, I'll be here. Have a wonderful trip. I'm sorry. It's against Trident policy to I don't want to lose my job. What? Sorry, but I can't. Look, I'd like to help. I'd like to tell you, I really would. I mean, it might be okay. All right, but you didn't hear this from me. Do you understand? I don't want to lose my job. I like Captain Rokov, but I think he's mixed up with some very dangerous people. I was bringing some paperwork to his quarters one day, and I found a slate with a message he received from someone named Delgado. That would normally be fine, but the message mentions the Crimson Fleet, as in pirates. Can you believe it? If you want to grab it, the slate should still be in his quarters. Somewhere. Oh, absolutely. The safe is magnetic. In the unlikely event, or in the even more unlikely. So, as you can... Don't forget to tell your friends how much you enjoy the cruise.
Quoi ce vaisseau? C'est un truc VIP et des trucs par terre. Pas faire ça tout de suite.
all times, or you won't have access to the ballroom.
Elle est où la cabine du président? Colonel,
So, what brings you...
Must you continue these unwelcome interruptions? Probably in a few days. I don't want the award transfer to actually occur until we're safely in orbit at our destination. Of course, if I keep getting interrupted... Not at all. I was assured that this particular ship was outfitted with the absolute latest and cutting-edge security. I am completely confident that Trident Luxury Lines will keep all of... Excuse me? And why in goodness name would I do something as... And why in goodness name would I possibly agree to that ridiculous demand?
Ah, alors attends. Là... Ok. Là, faut persuader madame. Alors, il doit bien y avoir mieux. Je sais pas trop quoi lui dire là. Hein. À elle, je sais pas trop quoi lui dire. Le truc, c'est que c'est une femme d'autorité. Donc si je la menace... En fait, c'est une femme qui a de la poigne. Si je la menace, elle risque de se braquer. Si je suis trop gentil, elle va se braquer aussi. Si je vais trop vite, ça peut y aller direct. Si je vais pas assez vite, ça peut me poser des problèmes. Je sais pas quoi lui dire du tout là. C'est la merde. Ah ouais, je suis en train de me triturer le cerveau là. Bon, il faut lui offrir une alternative. Si je lui dis il y a bien un moyen que
No, it's
ça va
not
pas
that
marcher.
simple.
J'ai envie de lui dire. Quel est le problème si vous me... Non. Putain, j'ai pas de truc auto là.
I hope I
Ah.
can trust you. I hear you. Don't get ahead.
Putain, je croyais que ça allait passer.
This is
Ah
utterly
non, je le prends
preposterous.
pas.
I'm not giving you anything.
Ah. C'est à quelle heure la dernière sauvegarde? Il y a 7 minutes. Je m'en fous. Oh non.
Don't forget to keep your Starview pass handy at all times, or you won't have access to the ballroom.
Here for business?
Must you continue these
Ah, je tombe pile poil là.
Excuse me? And why in goodness name? And why in...
Alors.
I hope I can trust you. I'm glad you understand the position I'm in here. Not happening.
Ah, trop vite.
This is
Ah,
utterly
et je suis en
preposterous.
échec déjà direct.
Don't forget to keep your Starview pass handy at all times, or you won't have access to the ballroom.
Je sais même plus ce
Must
que
you
je lui ai dit.
continue these unwell... Excuse me? And why in goodness... And why in goodness name? I hear you. Maybe we can work something out. That's what I'm hoping. Oh, just take the damn thing already. Listen, maybe you can keep this between us. If the award goes missing, there's no need for the insurance company to get involved.
Bah, la gonzesse, elle y tient comme à son bébé, mais je lui demande en 3 fois. Non, le pire, c'est qu'il me restait qu'un, je crois. Le truc, c'était plus 1, et il manquait 3 trucs. Et elle me l'a filé direct. J'ai pas tout compris. Bon, bah, je suis content pour le jeu, mais... c'est pas très, comment dire... Putain, mais si je fais ça aussi, ça, je verrai peut-être mieux. Ah non. Enfin, je sais pas, c'est pas très logique le truc quand même là. Pas toi que je voulais voir. C'est Miss 42 là-bas.
Please let me know if you...
This must be where the passengers store their valuables while the siren is underway.
Non mais si je vole, elle va me voir elle. Oh merde. Oh merde.
Let's see if they've got anything worth taking.
Ah non, non, non. Je veux faire le truc bien. Putain, bon, je recommence. Charger. Oh bah c'est cool, la sauvegarde auto est après le fait que je l'embobine.
This must be where the passengers store their valuables while the siren is underway.
Voilà, ça déjà. Volet trophée.
Sorry, do I know you? Okay, that's a hell of a way to open a conversation. Why don't you cut the crap before I tell my partner that you're harassing me? Believe me, you don't want to piss him off. Who? Look, can you just cut to the chase already? What's this about? Oh my god. Are you kidding me? How did you... That idiot. I told Larry to keep his big mouth shut, but did he listen? No. He had to impress his friends and treat me like a trophy. Look, I've been in this business for a long time, and I know how this game works, so let's skip all the banter and get it over with. What's it gonna take to make us both happy? If I give you dirt on that son of a bitch Dombrowski, all I'm doing is endangering myself. Why would I do that? What the hell?
Voilà,
Dombrowski has us mixed up with the Crimson Fleet? Is that supposed to be some sort of threat? Not smart. Not smart at all. As much as I can't stand Larry, I'm not sticking my neck out to... You know what?
Oh non,
Forget it.
putain!
The price of doing...
Allez. Ah, tu vas pas me dire qu'il faut que je retourne chercher le truc et tout. À chaque fois que je pars avec quelqu'un, je devrais sauvegarder parce que je suis trop con. Merde, c'est en bas. Il y a un truc que je comprends pas. Ils appellent le bateau le sirène. Et sur le machin, il est marqué trident.
This must be where the passengers store their valuables while the siren is underway.
C'est un tout petit peu bizarre. Alors attends, hop, tac. Parce qu'on va gagner un tout petit peu de temps. Voilà, hop.
Sorry.
Salut
Do I
mamie.
Okay, why don't you? Oh my god. I told Larry to... Look, What's it gonna take to make... If I give you dirt on that son of a bitch... That's true. You have come this far already. Maybe. I don't know. If you're trying to intimidate me by saying that, you know what?
Ah! Arrête d'appuyer sur les boutons comme un con, putain, c'est pas vrai. C'est le chat qui me perturbe là, il veut sortir. Il veut 2-3 conneries aussi. Oh putain. Je me suis dit je vais prendre un chat parce que je veux pas d'enfant. Je veux pas d'enfant. Je trouvais que c'était mieux. Erreur fatale. Ni chat, ni enfant, ni chien. Ni femme. Rien du tout. Rien de vivant. Ni de mort. Hein. Partez pas sur des trucs dégoûtants que je n'aurais pas dit. Allez, tu vas balancer tout ce que tu sais.
Okay, that's... Why don't you cut the... Who? Oh my god. I told Larry to keep it. Look, What's it gonna take? If I give you dirt on that son of a bitch Dombrowski... If you're trying to intimidate me by
ça a
saying
marché,
that,
maintenant ça
it's
marche
not
plus.
gonna work. If you had another way to get the information, you wouldn't be dealing. You'd be demanding. It's the right thing to do, but it could ruin the rest of my life. You know what?
Je comprends pas parce que d'une fois à l'autre, en fait, elle réagit pas de la même manière. Il y a un moment, tu lui dis, ouais, si tu fais pas. Il y a le truc écarlate qui le veut, elle fait, oh là là, putain, le truc écarlate. Et là, tu lui dis, il y a le truc écarlate, elle fait, ouais, attends.
Look, I think I really don't have time to have a discussion with. Who? Oh my god. I told Larry to keep. Look, I've been in this business for a long time. What's it gonna take? If I give you dirt on that son of a bitch Dombrowski, all I'm doing is endangering myself. Why would I do that? If you're trying to intimidate me by saying that, it's not gonna work. It's the right thing to do,
Ouais,
but it could
bon,
ruin
ça.
the rest of my life. Gal Bank doesn't have an... You know what?
Allez, vous savez quoi? Je vais payer, ce sera plus simple. Mon personnage manque de persuasion.
Sorry. Okay, why don't you... Oh my god. I told Larry to... Look, I've been in this business. What's it gonna take? You're willing to pay me to give you dirt on Larry? You know, this whole thing really pisses me off. Larry and I had the perfect scheme worth thousands of credits all worked out, and then he goes and flushes the whole...
If you're angry at anybody, it should be yourself for getting mixed up in this ridiculous scheme in the first place.
Judge me all you want, lady. At this point, if I'm going down, then all I'm focused on is dragging Larry down with me. I didn't know who the hell you were. For all I knew, you were working for Dombrowski. It's called playing it cool. You should try it sometime. I'm not gonna tell you. Let's just say that I'd be sent to prison for a long time if Galbank figured it out. Oh, angry isn't even the right word. The plan was solid. Larry got together with myself and this other guy, Gabriel Vera. He's some bigwig over at UC Security. I doctored the transactions, Larry wiped them off the system, and Vera kept the legal pressure off of us. We were scamming Galbank for months. It was going well until I discovered Larry was cheating everyone by changing each transaction in his favor before deleting them. I was going to confront him back on Jemison, but then he invited me on this little trip through the stars. All expenses paid, first-class accommodations, the works. I figured, why not wait until I've milked him for every credit he's spending before I drop the hammer? Oh, I know he was using me. At the same time, he was saying how much he loved me. He was stringing me along and stabbing me in the back. You won't do that. You're here because you've got some kind of side hustle in the works. If you wanted to blow the whistle, you would have boarded this ship with the authorities. I wish I had some. Maybe you should try talking to Gabriel Vera. He should be around here somewhere. If he doesn't want to cooperate, just mention my name. That should grab his attention. Good luck. You're gonna need it. I wrote a computer algorithm that basically creates a randomized number of false ghost credits that mimic the crypto key of actual credits. Then the algorithm simply passes the ghost credits to whatever legit transfers that the bank transacts. The genuine credits enter a dummy account. The best part is that I also alter the crypto keys as the real cash flows into our accounts. By the time it lands in our pockets, the creds are clean. So, on paper, it appears that all of the bank's transactions are covered, when it's really just our ghosted dummy creds. Genius, right? What do you think is going on? I'm using that gullible idiot to get what I want. If I have to squash him on my way to the top, then so be it. Let's get one thing straight. Larry Dombrowski's no saint. He deserves everything that's coming to him.
I agree. You sound absolutely furious at that horrible excuse for a human being.
Oh, I'm beyond rage. And if you've been as close to him as I have, Dombrowski is a piece of human garbage. He'd stab you in the back for table scraps, then stab you again to steal dessert. The plan's always been to milk the guy for everything he's worth, and then leave him in the dust. Not bad for a lowly Galbank worker drone, right? What, are you writing a damn novel? Fine. Vera works for UC Security, so he kept a lookout on their commnet for any Galbank chatter. I guess you could call him our early warning system. And Dombrowski made sure that all of the crypto manipulation I was working on didn't turn up in Galbank's automatic audits. You need top clearance for that kind of access, so we had to cut him in, whether we liked it or not. I hope you hurt Dombrowski. Nail his ass right to the wall.
Any complaints about your cruise should be directed to one of the staff.
Please remain in designated passenger areas at all times.
Quite a lovely starliner. Nothing but the best for the society.
Hello. You here for the charity event? Oh, absolutely. I'm a firm believer that attending these types of events tends to absolve one of their sins and cleanse their soul. But something tells me you're not really here to discuss the event. What did you really want to talk about? Dombrowski, he's the exec holding court over in the VIP area of the ballroom. Yeah, sorry, I work for UC Security, not Galbank. I don't really know him personally. To be honest, I'm here to keep an eye on the charity event. It might not be as glamorous an assignment as a colony rescue. What is this all about, anyway? Claudia sent you, did she? Look, friend, I don't know if you're just a little drunk, maybe a touch crazy, or both. Whatever you think you know about me, you're dead wrong. So back off.
You're a liar and an absolute disgrace to the United Colonies.
Worried? Why should I be worried? Anything you try to report will boil down to your word against mine. And since I work for UC Security, who do you think people will find this?
Non, je vais pas me laisser faire. C'est mieux quand on appuie sur les boutons.
If you have any specific requests, please speak to one of the cruise attendants.
Have you tried the canopy?
Donc il fait le malin.
Hello. Oh, absolutely. I'm a firm believer, but... Dombrowski, he's the... Yeah, sorry, I work for... To be honest, it might not be as glad. What is this all about, anyway? Claudia sent you, did she? Look, friend, I don't know if you're... Whatever you think you know about me.
You're a liar and...
Just in case you weren't aware, I am the authorities. Anything you try to report will boil down to your word against mine. And since I work for UC Security...
Ok, ça change rien du tout.
That view is absolutely spectacular, isn't it?
I saw your little exchange with Vera. Keep that up, and I guarantee that imbecile's gonna demand that you be arrested. Which is why he's threatening you. That makes sense. We need hard evidence of their scheme. It's gonna be tricky. The problem is he's not gonna talk to you in public. We need to get Vera isolated so he'll spill everything he knows. Maybe, but if something goes wrong and he's able to raise an alarm, we're sunk. With all of these wealthy patrons aboard, the ship is crawling with security. Smart. If there's an emergency, standard practice is for all passengers to clear the decks and report to their cabins for lockdown. I think the best chance we have would be to tamper with the life support sensors. Manipulate a few controls, and you can fool the monitoring system into thinking there's a life support failure. And there you have your emergency. This is one of Trident's premier starliners. That means it has the best of everything.
Ah, Trident, c'est la compagnie, je suis con.
Including a triple redundancy life support system. They installed a backup with a backup. Luckily for us, it will still trip an emergency and everyone will have to return to their quarters until I sound the all clear. Which I won't.
Whatever it takes. He's talking about tampering with the only system keeping everyone on this ship alive.
Don't worry. It'll be as easy as it was mingling with the guests at the party. Just throw a few lousy switches and you're done. One more thing. If Chief Engineer Sundin gives you any trouble, tell him I'll erase that gambling debt he owes me. I prefer you use that as a last resort, but hey, what's the harm in losing a few credits when I'm on the brink of rejoining the fleet? Right? Anyway, I better start packing. Things are getting hot around here, and won't be long before Trident figures out you had help. There's access to the crew section that you can reach through the Starview Ballroom. Once you're past Undine, just look for the room marked Environmental Control. Everything you need is inside. Get back to it.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
There's some heavy security protecting this area, but judging from the fact that this is the life support control, it certainly makes sense.
Hey, hold up. This area is off. Wait a second. You're Captain Rocko's guest, right? Didn't expect to see you down here. Sorry to give you trouble. Yeah, a little. A few of the techs call this deck the dungeon. I think you can see why. Not exactly Starliner-class comfort down here. Don't get me wrong, the quiet gives me time to gather my thoughts, catch up on work, and all that, but I'd rather work on the bridge. I'm the Siren's chief engineer. Trident put me in charge of the entire tech team. We do our best to keep... Of course, this beauty is a cutting-edge piece of spacecraft design. Almost every... Unfortunately, that means there's quite a bit of downtime. Oh, sorry, that area's off. Yeah, that'd be nice. I'm so bored down here. I've been counting the deck plates just to take up some time. Tell you what, I'm just going to step out for a bit and stretch my legs. Maybe you can hold this for me while I'm away? Feel free to look around, but don't mess with any of the controls.
En cas de défaillance de l'unité de support de vie, une procédure de verrouillage automatique d'urgence sera immédiatement activée. Tous les passagers seront invités à regagner leur cabine dans le calme jusqu'à ce que le capitaine du vaisseau déclare l'urgence résolue. Si le capitaine est dans l'incapacité d'agir, veuillez respecter la chaîne de commandement décrite dans le manuel d'opération Trident. En outre, tous les verrous de porte, de cabine, des passagers et des zones de rassemblement devront être réglés sur déverrouillés pour que l'équipage puisse avoir accès à tout le vaisseau. L'éclairage d'urgence et les annonces audio demeureront actifs pendant la durée de l'événement. Dans le cas d'une défense du support de vie alpha, USVE, bêta s'activera automatiquement. Dans les éventualités très probables d'une défaillance de l'unité bêta, l'unité gamma s'activera automatiquement. En cas de défaillance catastrophique, si les 3 unités sont inactives, un ordre automatique de déploiement de combinaison sera diffusé dans tout le vaisseau. Veuillez contacter l'ingénieur en chef en service pour plus d'informations ou vous rapporterez à la section 20 du manuel machin. Ok. Là, je regrette d'avoir fait un achat aussi gros sur internet.
Hey, that isn't yours.
The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions.
Ah, les gens sont très rapides, hein. Ils sont déjà tous partis. Ah, même les personnes qui bossent là, ils sont les sous dans leur cabine.
Well, it appears that we've definitely ruined the party. Everyone's gone.
Juste une. Attends, je vais voir s'il y en a plus. 380 la bouteille.
All passengers, may I have your attention, please? The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions.
Putain, c'est Eminem qui est au micro là. May I have your attention, please?
Can you believe the size of this cabin? It's large enough to
I
accommodate
was wondering
a
if
family
you
of
were the
12.
cause of the ship-wide emergency.
What a ridiculous waste of space.
It's time you stop playing games and tell me why you're here.
J'aurais peut-être dû sauvegarder.
I always took him for a fool, but I can't believe he's stupid enough to have gotten mixed up with the Crimson Fleet. Still, why would I possibly want to incriminate myself by handing over any evidence? I don't know where you got that information from, but it lines up with all the troubles I've been having getting my cut from that asshole. That means my money's already gone, and Dombrowski's going to walk away with a fortune. I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't want to end up on the Crimson Fleet's shit list. But if I give you that information and it falls into the wrong hands, I'll end up in jail. This is a lose-lose situation for me. Dombrowski had the authorization to wipe out records on Galbank's system without raising any red flags. I let Claudia talk me into that. She said she had him wrapped around her finger. Apparently, she... Oh, I've got everything you're gonna need. This is a one-stop shop for you. We're talking a slate loaded with dates, account numbers, ID scans, even an audio recording. It was my little insurance policy in case the shit hit the fan. There's a solid enough trail here to send Dombrowski straight to jail. At least I walk away with something. All right, you have yourself a deal. Here, with this slate and this recording to tie it all together, you'll be able to nail his ass to the wall. He'll do whatever you want. Just remember that you promised to leave me out of it.
All passengers, may I have your attention, please? The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive
Well,
further
since Claudia has been spending time disgustingly close to Dombrowski. On the other hand, I've got very, very special plans for Larry. That's if you leave him alive, of course. You better tell Dombrowski to run, because if you don't kill him, I will.
There's no cause for alarm. I'm sure this is just a minor malfunction or a drill.
On arrive à la fin de cette putain de quête.
Well, well. You must be the one who's been accosting Claudia and Gabriel. I'm uncertain what you hope to accomplish here, but it appears we should rapidly enter into some sort of negotiation. Au contraire, my misguided friend. There's a bargain that needs to be hammered out, and you will listen to the facts before we proceed. First, it's clear that you've obtained insider knowledge of my arrangement to defraud Galbank. The means and the method, perhaps, but not the motive. And second, I'm going to hypothesize that my compatriots are despondent regarding their share and have assisted you with this endeavor. Since we're speaking and I'm not at the reporting end of a bullet, this leads me to conclude that you desire something personal from me. I see. That certainly places a damper on our negotiations. Perhaps I can hasten my diatribe to In blunt terms, you have compromising materials about me in your possession. The only thing I have to offer. I assume that's what you've been angling for all along?
Oh, do get on with this. There's only so long I can stand being in the presence of this pig.
Well, I'm surprised you even posed that question at all. The answer is quite obvious. The last thing I'd want to do at this point is call attention to myself.
All passengers, may I have your attention, please?
Obviously, that wouldn't be my preference, but I have little choice. Though Larry Dombrowski will be mysteriously vanishing after this cruise, and possession of the credentials becomes ludicrous at that point. Splendid. It appears we've reached an accord. Wait, I'm sorry. Let me simplify that for you. Oh, of course, I trust you'll understand if I ask for us to avoid any further contact. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to formulate how I'm going to utterly ruin two very annoying business associates. Good day.
The Siren of the Stars is now in emergency status. Please remain calm and proceed to your cabin. All passengers are being asked to return to their cabins at this time. Our security team would appreciate if you'd please shelter in your cabin during this emergency. Thank you.
Well, looks like everything worked out, just like we planned. I'm glad you feel that way. Just remember to tell Delgado how much I pitched in to help. You know, I'm still wondering exactly what you needed those credentials for. You feel like telling me, partner?
All passengers, may I have your attention, please? The captain has declared a ship-wide
So he told you to keep it from me. I wouldn't want you to risk your position with the fleet like I did, so I'll just leave it alone. Anyway, I suppose there's nothing stopping me from rejoining the fleet now. It's been a long... I owe you one, Dover Beach. Yeah, I'm a bit short now. Perhaps I can pay you back later in some other way. Well, I suppose this is where we part company. Hopefully the next time we meet.
Yeah, what is it?
This ship is in a state of emergency. Please return to your cabin immediately.
I need to pack up and get out of here. What is it now?
Voilà, non, ici je vole rien. Plus vite je suis parti, plus vite la quête est finie. Que je vous cache pas qu'elle m'emmerde en fait ce quête.
The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions.
Je suis parti dans le mauvais sens. Putain. Non. Si. Si, je suis parti dans le mauvais sens.
Shipwide emergency. Can't talk right now.
Putain, mais c'est pas où? Ah, ça doit être par là pour descendre. Ok, moi je manque plus qu'à chercher l'ascenseur. Voilà, punaise.
Yeah.
Allez, barre-toi, Shojin.
All passengers, may I have your attention, please? The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions.
Allez. Mon vaisseau il fume toujours, il va falloir que j'aille le faire réparer.
We're loose.
Faut que j'aille dans le système Sol. Marion c'est par là, Alpha du Centaure. Le Sol il est là. Ah non, c'est Alpha du Centaure où je dois aller. Qu'est-ce que je dois foutre à New Atlantis? C'est pas grave, je vais le faire réparer.
I will never get tired of that.
Be advised, you are entering United Colonies space. Please maintain course and prepare to be scanned. Scan complete.
So, were you eating at the Sage Brook, or is it just a quick snack from the Terra Brew?
9000 crédits. Il en demande que
Need
1000
some
pour
work
le
done?
réparer.
Got anything you need to offload? Trade authorities always...
You were able to land it, so I'm sure whatever's broke.
Ok.
Nice, nice. You will be scanned as you enter the city.
Quartier commercial.
You look like someone who has many stories to tell. I'd like to hear them.
Hello, welcome to the Galbank Archives. May I see your credentials, please? Just one moment while I verify. Oh, yes, Mr. Dombrowski. Welcome, sir. Give me a moment to log your visit, and then I'll unseal the archives. Shh, they'll hear us. Look, Ecliptic busted in here and said something about letting you walk into the archives, and then they're gonna jump you. I'm supposed to let you in, and then get the heck out of here. They said if I didn't do exactly what they said, they'd kill me. Just be careful. I don't even know how many of them are hiding in there.
Il n'y a pas le prix là. C'était quand même le suprématie et le sérendipité. Sérendipité. 1,76, 1,16, 2,76, 2,86, 2,92, 2,92 juste avec ces deux. Lui, on monte à 3 millions. Alors, tous les transporteurs de la Galbank sont équipés de transpondeurs chiffrés de type CBR. Ces derniers diffusent un signal signature unique prédéterminé à longue distance à l'aide de puissants disperseurs haute fréquence. Grâce à ces disperseurs, les transpondeurs diffusent toujours sur la plus large plage possible afin de faciliter la tâche des vaisseaux de recherche spécialement équipés. Les transpondeurs CBR tirent parti des technologies dernier cri, chiffrement militaire en ultrabit, cryptomodulation à cycle complet et spectre de fréquence en cascade. Pour suivre correctement un transport ciblé, veuillez présenter une demande au bureau de sécurité pour recevoir une clé de suivi. Les transpondeurs sont alimentés par une source d'énergie indépendante et autonome leur permettant de rester détectables pour une durée pouvant aller jusqu'à 250 ans. Remarque, à mesure que la durée de vie de l'alimentation décline, le rayon de diffusion faiblira progressivement. J'espère qu'il y aura personne en bas. Avant tout, je vais faire un petit rapport. Mais pourtant je suis pas trop chargé. It's bizarre. Là si je claque celui-là en fait j'ai 4 sur 4. Et l'autre à côté il est pareil. 3 sur 4. Il me manque 2 points. C'est peut-être parce que j'ai pas ma tenue, non?
To be back on board.
Lifting off now. Apogee kick complete. Orbit steady. navigational feedback checks out. We're in the right place. Nice clean dock, Captain.
Captain, hello. I am satisfied to see that you survived.
Do what Commander Ikande says.
What can I do for you? Excellent. Let me have it. Are you kidding me? Dombrowski was already making a six-figure salary, and yet he couldn't resist starting an embezzlement scheme. It makes me sick. It's gonna be an absolute pleasure to throw his butt in prison. Have any more?
No.
All right.
De rien.
I'll be
Welcome.
here if you
You're
have any more
welcome.
questions.
I love you. Yes. Pity one, pity two. Moi aussi, je connais Cendrillon.
United Colony System Defense at your service.
Tiens, s'il y a moyen de récupérer les deux vaisseaux, de se faire 2 millions là, ce serait énorme. Alors moi j'arrête de travailler et je vais sur ma petite dans ma petite maison là. Alors là il va falloir faire un double.
We're free and clear for flight.
Voilà. Hop. Absolument. Si, je suis obligé de faire ça. Parce que là j'ai une mission à Krix, mais il va pas vouloir que j'aille à Krix direct. Ah bah si.
Smooth jump. Nice work. All right, let's cycle that airlock and get aboard.
Allez, on va voir les pirates.
Hello.
Je me dis juste que si j'arrive à... Enfin, s'ils arrivent à se débarrasser de tous les pirates, il y en aura toujours quelques-uns qui vont se sauver. Et à mon avis, je vais me faire défoncer par tout le monde. Ouais.
Next time you see Bog, tell him to lighten up. Guy's got a real attitude problem.
I heard Iswa's sister is some hardcore mercenary.
Weapons, ammo, mod.
Get on her
I bet I have something.
plus assez de fric.
Need more weapons or ammo? Come see me.
Kinetics,
All right,
electromags,
make it quick.
energy weapons.
Fine.
Ah ouais. Elle est physiquement 120, énergie 136. Ouais, c'est dommage parce qu'elle est bien. Elle est chouette. Elle a même que ça mais en taille comme ça. Et avec les mêmes statistiques. Je serais très heureux ravi. Alors est-ce que le pinard ça va être considéré comme du vin? Oui, 380 ils me le reprennent 50, putain c'est dingue. Bande d'enfoirés.
Shoot for shotgun blast to the face.
Whatever.
« 13 000 ça va, allez. On va voir les autres blaireaux. Je vais me pousser.
Yeah?
What are you standing around for? There's work to be done.
So there I am. You see security on my tail.
Je suis parti où là? Ah c'est un bar.
I must admit, this is exactly what I pictured a haven for pirates to look like.
I like my weapons like I like my coffee. Scalding.
Need something? Samina can do more than patch you up. She's gotta drive the very...
Your buddy Rokov is aboard the Key. Told me everything that happened.
Yeah, he won't shut up about you. Keeps going on and on. Now I remember why we kicked his ass out the fleet. Yeah, that'd be a first.
All right, neighbor, you've made your point. Well, since you're vouching for Rokov, I guess we can give him another chance. All right, now that is out of the way, we can move on to the matter at hand. Crix's legacy. Speaking of which, let me see that data you copied from the Galbank archives. Ah, so the Galbank transport went down over Bannock 4. Bannock. Why does that sound familiar? Neva?
Yeah, keep your panties on. I'm looking it up. And I got it. Bannock 4. Let's see. Damn it. Bannock 4 is an EM-class gas giant. We can't even get a ship near the thing without frying every circuit aboard.
EM class? Impossible. There isn't a ship in operation that can navigate that type of interference.
Don't know that one, huh? Well, pick up your pencil. EM class means the planet is giving off a ridiculously high amount. Fly your ship anywhere near one of these death traps, and you'll blow every single circuit. Yeah, sure. We'll just wrap your ship in a ton of copper and launch you right in there. That ought to do the trick, right?
Both of you shut up and think for a second. I'm sure Creeks hit the same roadblock. All we need to do is figure out how he got around it.
This sounds like a goddamn
No, this all makes sense. The data says the transport went down over Bannock 4, carrying currency during the Narian War. There were ships fighting across the entire galaxy back then. It's not that hard to believe this one got lost that far out from home. That's the spirit, Rook. That is the essence of the Crimson Fleet that has been slipping away lately. Neighbor, the Galbank data says the transport had a CBR-27 transponder. Can we track that kind of thing? Pinpoint its exact location?
That transponder is military grade. We're talking ultra-bit encryption, constantly reshuffling free. But before you get that pissy look on your face, I heard that the UC's been working on we grab that little beauty, and we'll be able to track.
All right, here is the plan, so shut up. Rook, I want you and Neva to put your heads together and get us that comm spike. I don't care if it's mounted at the top of... In the meantime, I'm going to find out more about this EM-class gas giant problem. And I think I know just who to ask.
Give me a little time to crunch the numbers on the comm spike with Jazz, and I'll point us in...
We do or we die. That's the way Crix did things.
Best we can.
All right, that is enough. We are in arm's reach of Crix's legacy, and I don't... Now, both of you, get the hell out of here.
All right. We'll have the whole settled system. Thanks for making me look good. I would have had to kill you otherwise.
Smuggling beats a real job any day.
All right, let's get right to it. Did you get the Earth Savior Award, or am I gonna be very disappointed? Well, that's because you'd be absolutely right. You see, everyone above you in the fleet is making more than you are off the same gig. That's why we're all fighting our way to the top. Understood? Good. Now, you might want to hand...
First of all, this is my section of the key, so I'm gonna stand here for as long as I want. And second of all, I know all about that award and your... Just throttle down and give her the damn thing already so we can get to work.
Well, well. Look at that. You followed my directions, and now you're gonna end up with some credits in your pocket.
1300, trop bien.
Of course, it would have been more money if you hadn't blabbed about the damn thing to roll call. But that's on you. Anyway, here's your cash. Keep this up, and I might... All right, Fleet. We've all got work to do. So let's get to it. The Fleet's the only family you need.
Je peux pas l'affecter à un autre vaisseau. J'en ai 2.
Captain, do you require my assistance?
J'ai un vaisseau de bâtard et je peux même pas m'en servir.
That was fun. Now what?
Ça en fait quand même, hein, juste pour une mission. Hein.
We're loose.
Bon, hop là, ça c'est fait. J'ai une bonne nouvelle qui vient de s'afficher sur mon téléphone et ça me fait plaisir. Bon, allez. Hop, faire un rapport, mettre le cap, Olympus, sauter. Bon, c'est pas tout ça. Et je vais y aller. Hop là, c'est la fin de ce stream. Alors stream assez tranquille, hein, c'est... Avec un multi-recommencement de persuasion que j'ai jamais réussi à faire. Donc j'ai perdu 2000 crédits.
Alright, let's cycle that airlock and get aboard.
N'empêche quand on réfléchit bien. 2000 crédits pour le comment ça s'appelle pour ouais, j'ai lâché 6000 crédits, un truc comme ça. Et elle me donne 3000 pour son trophée de merde.
It's too bad Constellation can't afford something this impressive.
Ah ouais, je perds 6 ou 7000 crédits là et l'autre elle me file 3000 pour un truc de merde là. Alors qu'elle a dû se faire un bon paquet de tunas. Bon, tu te réveilleras quand même.
Your handiwork, I assume? Yes, and I heard there were no casualties.
Except for the eclectic hit squad that you took down at the archives.
Speaking of which, I assume you copied the information from the gal... Let me see what you got. So the legacy went down at Bannock 4. Bannock 4. Why does that sound...
Bannock 4 is an EM-class gas giant, sir. There isn't a ship in the fleet that could... The Bannock system was the site of a significant battle during the Narian War. I had to do a research paper on the subject at the Academy. It sounds like you admire that lunatic. I think his gospel's gone straight to your head. Maybe we made a mistake choosing you for this assignment.
That's enough, Lieutenant. Even if Delgado has an immediate solution to the EM problem, there's still the matter of tracing the Legacy's transponder signal. Of course I am. We don't really have a choice. There are no shortcuts. The route you're taking to secure Crix's legacy for the Crimson Fleet is the only... If you suddenly change your behavior, they'll know something's wrong. I realize it's difficult, but I urge you to stay the course. In the meantime, we'll formulate a plan to ensure the Crimson Fleet does... They have information about the Comspike?
I'm afraid I'm not familiar with that device, sir.
No, you shouldn't be familiar. It's an advanced signal decryption and tracking device that the UC Navy's been working on for years. How the hell did the Crimson...
There must be an information leak somewhere, sir. I'll see what I can find out.
Fine. This is what we're going. You keep playing along and go after the Comspike. Lieutenant Toft and I will see what we can find out about Bannock 4. My superiors are stubborn. They aren't going to authorize an attack on the key based on my flights of fancy. We need more evidence that all the Crimson Fleet's plans will result in them actually getting their hands on this fabled cache of credits. I don't see the point. The Crimson Fleet apparently has a pipeline of information flowing from somewhere within the UC military. Any attempt to move the Comspike would be a waste of time. We need to play this cool. Perfect. Just stick with the plan and we'll see who gets to Crix's legacy.
J'ai pris un pont, non, toujours pas.
A lot of us had our doubts about you. But you're really making progress.
Putain, il faut que je retourne dessus la clé, je fais que ça. Bon, tu sais quoi, on est bien là. Hip. 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 Non. Hurrah. C'est sauvegardé, c'est fait. Voilà, je vous dis à plus. C'était Shojin sur Starfield. On a avancé, on avance, on devient un peu plus en plus un pirate. Est-ce qu'on va se faire de la thune? J'en sais rien. Est-ce qu'on va en perdre? Certainement. Tchuss, à plus. Bonne journée, bonne soirée, bonne ce que vous voulez, je m'en fous. C'était Shojin, à plus.